5 signs you are more attractive than you think you are. Now, the first sign is women stare at you constantly. Like wherever you go, you can at least find one woman who is just eyeing you down. And I'm talking about what I say the 5 second rule, the 3 to 5 second rule. When you go somewhere and a girl is looking at you for more than 3 to 5 seconds, and I'm not saying she looking you up and down, she making strong eye contact with you. Like you know when a girl is fucking just really just checking you the fuck out. Some of these women will probably even go out their way and probably smile at you or even do a little fake high wave because she think you staring at her, but you staring at each other and shit like that. Like she does something to kind of give you the indication that you could possibly go up to her and talk to her. Now, of course, there are also times where women are staring at you for other reasons than you being attractive. Maybe they think they know you from somewhere. Maybe you got something on your shirt. Maybe they reading something on you that you got. Maybe you got a bug on your head. I don't know, but you know. But if it happens more times than not, like like I said, you know, if it happens more often than not, then you know what I'm saying, you are more attractive than you possibly think you are. Now the second thing is, women get quiet when you come around. Now a lot of guys may think that when you come around, women are getting quiet because this ugly guy comes around. No, there was a study done. I'm gonna tell y'all something. There was a study that said that when men see a woman that's unattractive, they get annoyed. Like the part in their brain that triggers annoyance, that's what happens to men when they see unattractive women. And they said the study with women, when women seen guys that were unattractive, was actually that they didn't see them. They didn't pay them any attention. Like when you're actually a guy that's unattractive, and I'm not talking about unattractive in the sense of you have good facial features and shit like that. I'm not talking about that type of attractive. It's just attractive in general, just all around attractive. But when a guy that comes around that's not attractive, they don't even see him. That was a study. Women don't even see him. So when you come in a room, you know what I'm saying, and let's say you go in a room and man, women are just talking and shit like that, and all of a sudden here comes you all big and bold, you know what I'm saying, you dress nice, you smell good, you know what I'm saying, your swag and your aura is just on point, and you come in a room and then girls is looking at you and they just all just get quiet. It's out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You shut the whole damn room down. You know what I'm saying? Like the tension in the room is damn near palpable. You know what I'm saying? So when you step in the room and women start getting quiet, heads start rolling and turning and shit like that, dog, you have a striking energy to you. You are probably more attractive than you think you are. Usually when women are, you know, quiet in a room is because it's kind of rare for attractive guys to come in and really just dominate a room sometimes. Like it's rare. You know, most guys don't want to be seen. Most guys are just humble and just, you know, just off to the side, shy, you know what I'm saying? Like most guys can't handle that shit, you know, going in a room and really just shutting the shit down with his aura and his energy. You know, like a lot of girls is intimidated by that shit. Like it's really an intimidation, but in a good way, you know, in a good way. And of course, this has to happen more times than not. It's not just one, like if it just happened to you every once a year or some shit like that, then that dog, it ain't what you think it is. Have some self-awareness. But most times it's women being intimidated. Like even if you were to go to try to talk to some of these girls, you shake their hands, you know you come in a room, they get quiet, and you try to shake their hand, talk to them, they real nervous, they real just on edge kind of. You like, oh, what's going on and shit like that, because your fucking energy is just immensely potent. And a lot of girls, when they get intimidated by a man, you know, they might even start acting a little funny because they don't want to validate your ego. They know your ego. Like when they know a man whose ego is already big, like and they don't even want to validate it, so they just get intimidated. And it kind of even irritates them a little bit. Like, how this nigga know he look good. This motherfucker know he look good. Like, yeah. But if that happens to you, then maybe you are more attractive than you think you are. Now the third one is women double take. Like this happens to me a lot. Like especially where I'm at, I get double takes a lot. Like you see a girl that see me out walking down the street, they're just casually looking. They're like, "What the fuck?" They're like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" Like, "Oh shit!" Like, you know, like I honestly, I truly believe that women get, like people, not even the women, people get a dopamine hit at looking at me just because like I'm I'm unique, especially out here in Africa. I'm unique the way how I dress, the way how I walk, how I talk, how I carry myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm immensely unique out here. So people get like a dopamine hit just looking at me, whether they like what they see or they hate what they see. People enjoy actually liking and hating to look at me. I actually really believe that shit, you know? A lot of people don't look like me or dress like me out here. Now the fourth one is men stare at you with jealousy, envy, and competitiveness. You may even see like some guys, they'll look at you like, they'll be just looking at you and they might even cuff their bitch a little bit. Like they might subconsciously even just, start hugging a girl more, holding a girl hands more, stuff like that, and they don't even know by doing that, they're kind of like validating you to the girl. Like they're basically saying that, oh, this guy's better than me, he can possibly take my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what a lot of guys do. They start making sure that their girl ain't looking at you and shit like that, because they know most men, we know when a guy maybe look better than us, got more money than us, just better than us, or we may even think that, especially if you have insecurity problems. So if you see that, you see a lot of guys cuffing their girls and looking at you, staring at you, and kind of disgust. Even some women may even stare at you in kind of a little, not a real disgust way, but like a little envious way, like who he think he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you looking good, like yeah, then you more attractive than you think you are. Now the last one, number 5, is that you rarely have dry spells. You are an attractive guy. Like a lot of men who rarely have dry spells. One thing I understand about their psychology is that they don't understand that most guys are not like them. Most guys have dry spells like a motherfucker. Like they can't get out of this shit. Like when an attractive guy goes into a dry spell, usually it's because 1, it's his choice. Or 2, actually there is no 2. Most of the time when they go in dry spells, it's usually just that man's choice. And even if an attractive guy usually gets into a dry spell, he can easily get out of a dry spell if he really wants to. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I say it's his choice. Like most attractive men don't go on dry spells unless they really want to, because they know how to get what they want. So if you don't go on dry spells a lot, man, then more than likely you are more attractive than you think you are. Now, fellas, if you need help on this attraction shit, man, like if you really need help, because attraction is not just one thing, it's multiple things. If you think you about to just go out and fucking just dress nice and then think that you about to just start getting all of these women and stuff like that, you'll probably get more choosing signals if you dress nice. You'll get more choosing signals. If you think you're about to get more women and stuff like that, then, you know what I'm saying, like, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Attraction is much more than just dressing nice or even going to the gym. It's much more than that. It's a mindset. It's body, it's a whole bunch of things. And if you really need help with that, man, I have a course on that. I have a lot of good testimonials from this course. People have bought this course, they loved it. It changed a lot of guys' lives. I haven't put too many reviews up. I just didn't get to it because of my laziness sometimes. But I will put more reviews up if you guys need it. It's not that expensive, but it is. Hey man, you gotta pay the cost to be the fucking boss. If you don't want to pay the cost to be the boss, then you're gonna have to just go out on your own and learn it yourself. But this is your boy Zay DB with Zay, aka Zay Double Edge. If you want to skyrocket your game in 24 hours or less, then you can click the link in my bio, check out my audio programs, check out my courses and my ebooks. Shout out to all the players, pimps, hoes, and simps, and the regular people that's watching. I appreciate y'all, and until next time, out. Deuces.
If you want to learn how to get women to sleep with you from point A to point B, a first date guide without going through years and years of trial and error, then this course is for you. Even if you are a fat, broke, old, dusty, awkward version dude, a dude who doesn't think he's attractive, this course will help you out in ways that you can't even imagine. And if you're also having problems with attraction, whether you are an attractive guy or think you're not an attractive guy, then you can learn all the secret hacks of attraction that all the top 20% of men who sleep with all the women know. And you can learn how women view attraction universally by clicking the link in the description below.